Welcome once again guys to our instructional video. Today we're going to show you what comes inside the box of every TV. Now every TV comes with two options. They come with a tabletop stand as well as a wall mount. So all TVs will come in a packet like that. You will see two tabletop stands. Alright, and also the screws for you to be able to connect that stand into your TV in a packet like that. Apart from that, you have an option of a wall bracket. Now our TVs will come with two types of wall brackets depending on the size. One of the wall brackets is this type with all your screws. Okay, put that aside. And the other type of wall bracket comes in a box like that with the diagram of how to even use it. And this is mainly with our smaller sizes like the 32-inch. And this wall bracket looks something like this. So today we're going to show you how to connect each of these into the TV. So first things first, we're going to teach you how to connect the tabletop stands into the TV. For those of you that want to put it on the table. So 4 screws, 2 stands. Each of the stands, please note, is labeled R and L respectively. So you can easily match these into the R and L, which stands for right and left, on the body of the TV. And the only thing that you'll need for this is a star screwdriver. Great guys, so most of our TVs, the bigger sizes, you'll see that sometimes you'll get 2 options to connect these stands, whether you want it narrow or wide. So as you can see, this 1, 2, 3, and 4 places where you can use the stands. So for those of you that have narrow tables, you may connect them into the 2 narrow ones, and for wider view, or rather a wider table, you may use the last 2, that one and that one. Okay, for the purpose of this exercise, we're going to connect them into the middle ones. These 2 dots should align with the port that you're going to install it in. So as you can see down here, there's these 2 ports which you need to align the stand with. I'm going to put that there and connect the screw. As you can see now, I connected the left one there and the right one onto the other side. And after that, simply lift up the TV and there you have it. That is how you connect your tabletop stands for all of our TVs. Alright guys, moving on. So after the tabletop stands, for those of you that do not want to have the tabletop stands and want to mount your TV into the wall. So as I showed you earlier, we have 2 types of wall mounts. We'll start with the big one first. So this is the big one. Now this is the portion that goes into the wall flat like that. So flat like that in the sense, this plain backside needs to be drilled into the wall using the beads and screws given in this packet. So you will see 4 screws. Please make sure whenever drilling into the wall to make sure that all 4 screws are drilled and not just 2, which can be then adjusted into these. Okay, so once this is flat into the wall, alright, so let's assume this is our wall surface, this is flat into the wall. Okay, once that's done, next step is to connect the second part, which is these 2, into the TV. Now how this happens, make sure that the hanging parts are facing upwards and flat back into the TV, like so and like so, for both of them, aligning them together. Make sure you connect them on the same side, on the same number, same hole number, to make sure that your TV is going to be mounted on straight. So for this purpose, I'm going to be using the 4th hole from the top, 1, 2, 3, and 4 to connect onto the TV. Once again, the screws for this connection have been given, which is this one, the thinner ones, okay, that you can now use, or even the smaller ones, which you can use to now screw in these brackets into the TV. Once that has been screwed, let's take an example. If this is flat on the wall, these two will then hang like that, obviously together, once they've been connected onto the TV, and that's how they will hang on the wall. For further explanation for this sort of mounting process, this wall bracket does come, apart from the 3 pieces, which is the 2 brackets, the back part that goes into the wall, all the screws and washers that you need, and finally the instructional leaflet, which has a step-by-step process showing you how to mount your TV onto the wall and use this type of wall bracket. So this was the bigger one, wall bracket option number 1, which is usually with our bigger TVs. Next, I'm going to show you how to use option number 2, which is this one. So some of you might wonder how a single piece may be able to hold a TV. It's actually quite simple. So as you can see, there's arrows pointing down. Now these arrows that are pointing down need to be able to make sure, you need to make sure that these are pointing upwards, like so. That is the correct way of using this. Upwards, flat into the wall, where you can see the arrow. Okay, so flat into the wall, see one piece there, one screw there, one screw there, one screw there, directly drilled into the wall. So it's just to make sure there's no confusion. Do not use the deep part. This deep part needs to be facing the wall, that way. Once this is into the wall, what we then need to do is, for this exercise and this type of wall bracket, you get 3 screws that go into the wall, and you get 2 little pieces inside this packet. I'm just going to open this packet now. Now you have these 2 screws. These 2 screws are the ones that will attach onto these devices like that, okay, and like that, okay, and you need to screw them into the top parts of the TV. So now, once you have screwed these into the TV, these now act as hangers. All right, so once you've screwed them into the TV, I won't do that right now, and this is flat on the wall. Now you see this will be flat on the wall. This portion will be screwed onto the TV, making sure that the smaller circle is facing outwards, like so. So assume that your TVs are here, and this is into the wall. This will sort of slide through here and lock on there. This will apply to both sides together, like that, and your TV then hangs off these. Then your TV hangs off these 2 on the wall. For this particular type of wall bracket as well, please do note we have an instructional manual either printed on the box or onto the sheet that will be inside this box. We hope this video was helpful, and thank you once again for choosing Vision Plus.